Hello, what is up? Today I'm just gonna be taking y'all through my day just a little bit and some stuff that I have to do. Today's a Saturday, but I have quite a bit of homework to do. So yeah. Okay, and for this, I'm doing a line cut print, so I'm pretty much just carving out all the gray part and leaving all the pencil. So all of the pencil part is going to be like elevated. Yeah, then so all this part will be raised up so the ink will be able to go on that whenever I press it. This is the first time I've carved on linoleum this like tough, because it's not like easy to carve into. But yeah, I'm still trying to get a hang of it, because you definitely don't want that to happen. You don't want to like slip into any of like the part that's supposed to have the ink, because if the ink is applied right with like the proper like amount or like leveling or whatever, it's not supposed to it'll pick up anything that's like nicked into the part that you want to have your ink. And this is just a one color print. Our next project we're going to be working on is a multicolored print, so I'm working on the design for that. I really want to do like cities, so I'm working on my sketch for that, but I'm kind of making it pretty detailed, so I'm gonna have to simplify it more and figure out the colors I want, because you know, 5 colors might be asking a lot for the first time ever doing it, but we'll see. Then yeah, another thing is my professor told us to like leave a little border around of like the thick carver tool. Oh, what this is. Lino cutter kit. This is what we got. But yeah, and then we have different tips that have different like sizes. Like you see how small that is. And this one's a little bigger. Then another slightly bigger one. And then it also came with a little knife as well. Lots of people like using this to just like kind of like cut in at like 2 different angles and then pop it up. I might do that for fine details, but I'm not sure yet. I have a scrap piece of linoleum that I'd use if I wanted to play around with that. And then whenever you're doing it, you gotta make sure that you don't leave any bits like up, because if like the ink will get on like any ridges that are at the same height as the rest. So yeah, I'm gonna have to be careful to make sure I do it right. But if I do miss some, I can always just carve more out of it, I think. So that'll be fun. When carving, you also have to be careful that you don't like nick your fingers, because this is a blade, so it's pretty sharp if you like stab yourself like that. I think since this one's like a U, it's gonna be less sharp than like if you were to accidentally slip and like cut your finger with the V. But yeah, fun stuff. Like right here, I feel like this isn't the safest way to do it, because I could just like slip and But you know, slow and steady wins the race. Yeah. Oh, while I'm carving, let me just talk about like my train of thought whenever I designed this block. This, I honestly don't know what it's called, but whenever I made the design for the printing, ooh, that got kind of close. Okay, so pretty much I wanted to do something sort of meaningful to me, but also kind of like bring in a little bit of what I feel like more graphic design of like the lettering and stuff. But pretty much my family and I, we like to sign I love you a lot to each other. Like it's just a thing that like I've grown up doing, like just signing I love you. So I felt like that would be a fun design to make. I also enjoy drawing hands. They're fun trying to get like the proportions right and just practicing that a lot. I also thought that it would be fun doing the hands because it'll grow me as an artist. Ooh, this is scary. Gentle. Grow me as an artist. And I get to like do a little bit more like lettering that I normally don't do. Just like working on like placement of like the love and the you, because I initially had it say I love you like that, but then the sizing was, it just didn't look right. So that's, and then I was like, okay, you know, I can't really place the I and you get the message across. You don't need to say I love you because that's kind of a given. So it's just love you, and then with the sign language for I love you as well. Oh, another thing. It is flipped right now because you have to draw the reverse of what you want to print, because whenever you have it laid down, it's gonna like reflect it, you know? I don't really know how to explain it well, but like I had my transfer paper and I traced it normally, my design, but then since, oh wait, no, I had to, the side is up and then this part is the part that goes onto your block, but I had to flip it so when it comes up, so like this is going to be the paper essentially, press, and then it flips, and then it's going to say it right here. So that's pretty much like, that's why it's like flipped. So whenever we print, it'll be the right way up. Okay, so yeah, that's pretty much my train of thought with my design. I wanted to take something that was meaningful to me and that I share with my family, and then I wanted to create a piece of art with it while combining the lettering to give it a more like graphic design feel of like the layering and stuff like that. But yeah, that's something I'm working on. Just mixing ideas to make something completely new instead of just like going for photorealism or like copying like any photos that I take like one-to-one and stuff like that. So just like combining ideas to create something completely new. bro. Look how much this is. It's so much. I need to sweep the floor too. Okay, that's gonna be so much fun. Okay, anyways, but now I am gonna work on, actually I might go eat. There's 5 minutes till dinner and I should probably eat so I can then just come back to my room and work on more stuff. I need to finish up my posters for graphic design because that's due on Monday. What else is due on Monday? Ooh, reading for integrated humanities, that's also due on Monday. But I'll do that tomorrow. But I really do need to get the drawing finished. Like, just a lot of fine details I need to do. What else? Yeah, I'm gonna work on a sketch for trying to make like the train, and like I have a train running through all 3 of my Hunger Games posters to like kind of give it like one element throughout all, but I want to try to make it have like perspective, kind of like it's coming at you, so I need to work on some like sketches before that because I need a reference for that before I just play around with it in Illustrator. So yeah, that is what I'm probably gonna be doing today. Here's the finished product for my poster. I was really working up to the last minute on this, and some of the main factors I was trying to get were to make sure the hands had some shading but weren't too crazy, and they had like blending on like to the color outside, and then that this train was out of perspective. But yeah, I cleaned up a lot of little parts of it, like the bricks over here, and then yeah, there were some things that I would have liked to do, but I just didn't have time. But yeah, overall I guess I am happy with how it turned out, but there are definitely things I'd like to change if I had the time. But it's over and done with. I like my design. It gets the message across, and I was able to go about it in a way that I don't think a lot of people would have like initially thought of for like posters for Hunger Games. I am on a quest for chips and hummus for dinner. Yep, and for snacks whenever I get hungry and all that jazz. But yeah. I got some stuff. I got some cheese, tortilla chips, salsa, and raspberries and some hummus. Successful trip, I'd say. And here I am just doing a drawing in Procreate for my intro to printmaking class. I did the sketch normally on my regular paper, and I took a photo of that and just plopped it into Procreate to trace over. I traced it so that it would make it easier to transfer onto my block for printing. By having a digital version, I was able to play around with the colors and test to see what I liked best. So this drawing is for my upcoming reduction print, which basically just means that you carve out your first color and print as many prints as you think you'll need to have 10 successful versions. I'm planning on printing 30 to allow for a decent amount of mistakes as I'm learning proper registration for my piece. Registration is just making sure that you line up the block correctly with your original color so that it's all aligned. Essentially, you can't ever go back and reprint your first layer once you move on to the second because you cut into the same block, so it's kind of just gone forever. So yeah, that's going to be a little bit difficult with so many colors to print. I think I have like 6 or 7, but it'll be a fun challenge to work through. Here's a walkthrough of the study abroad gallery that we set up at my school. We had 2 sections, a group who went to England for graphic design and another who went to New Zealand for photography and some fine art. Everyone who went were able to submit 5 photos and then any fine art that they wanted to show. I submitted 5 photos and 1 drawing that I did while in New Zealand. Getting the gallery set up by ourselves was a lot of hard work and stress, but everyone pitched in and it just turned out amazing. It was such a great feeling just to see all of our hard work displayed and to show the beauty of New Zealand. Even though I didn't go to England, they made some great work as they partnered with Youths with a Mission, which is a Christian organization that goes by YWAM. They partnered with them to make a new logo and posters for their mission space. So for our graphic design assignment due on Monday, we have to come up with 90 thumbnails for logos. So it's like in sets of 15, 15. So 15, we have 2 words. So 15 are going to be typographic logos, and then another set of 15 are going to be for our other word, and then same process for descriptive logos and same process for abstract logos. But yeah, I'm trying to think of ideas, and I'm just like, I don't even know what to do. I came up with 30 typographic logos yesterday, but I'm trying to do the descriptive ones today so I can finish up with the 30 abstract logos tomorrow. Oh my gosh. It's crazy. I'm just like, my words are positive and whole. And I'm working on like the descriptive for positive right now, and I'm just like repeating positive over and over again, just trying to figure out like what gives off positive, or like how can I represent positive simply and like obviously, because like it's not like we don't have like a company statement, it's just a word, and I'm just like, what? Because like with other things, like you're like, oh, if this company has this, this, and this, that kind of gives off this feeling, I'm trying to like convey this message. But it's just like, just positive, like what, sunshine and smiles? How am I supposed to like come up with something with that? But that's what the thumbnailing process is for. And I'm word banking, and I've gotten surprisingly a lot more than I thought I would written down. So now I think it's time for me to just try to turn those into like ideas for the logo. So this is what I have now. This is my word bank, and then I did those yesterday for that set of typographic, and I also have this for the other set of typographic logos. Here are the 10 finished thumbnails for my abstract logo, representing whole. Here are my descriptive thumbnails for positive. Honestly, I'm really vibing with these, and I had a lot of fun. I like the composition of the sun with the clouds and the sun rays. And here are the thumbnails for my typographic logo. I wanted to do bubble letters, but make them wider at the top, just because it felt hopeful and more uplifting or positive. I'm working on a website for one of my classes, so it's pretty basic. I'm using Squarespace, and there's some different categories. I have some stock images here and here until I plan out like shots that I want to take myself of me. Then I have my non-existent store, because I'll need to make those look the same. Portfolio, so these are just in case I need something. I don't want to like get rid of them and need them later, but by the time I like actually publish and whatever, I'll get rid of these or assign them to something. Fine art. Oh yeah, it's fancy. You can go from here. Illustration. Photography. And then I designed a book, a photo book. So that's the cover page for that. And there's a little about that doesn't exist. It looks proper if you're in the preview mode. Yep. And that's gonna be it for this little vlog. I hope you guys enjoyed, and make sure you like, comment, and subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one. Peace.